Good evening, everybody. Hope that you have had a good Wednesday, middle of the week. It has been busy here, but it's always busy here. But I tell you what, I spend most of my time these days dealing with strange people, it seems like. I don't know. I kind of collect these people who like to create drama. I'm not sure where it comes from, but I got to work on that, right? That's got to be my New Year's resolution. All right, we have got some fun stuff to open tonight, and we're going to be busy. We've got a lot of stuff. It's going to take us a while, too. So let's dive in. We are looking right now at some info on a break that I'm selling direct, direct by way of chat and messages. It's a random team break for a case of 2018 Leaf Greatest Hits football. It is a 2-box case. It is a high-end product. It's buyback cards, often graded, not always, sometimes encased. They're buyback cards, of course, from Leaf Panini. There's big hits in them. It's nice. It's like a $1,200 case. I'm also throwing in there an autographed Saquon Barkley jersey. Somebody in the break will be awarded that. We'll use random, and just a team will be given that along the way. If you want in, it's $45 a spot. That's all in. Shipping costs are included. We'll break it when it's filled. This is one of those that if you pull nothing, you get nothing, right? This is not one that has consolation cards or anything like that. As always with breaks, it's a no return, no refund item. And if you want in, shoot me a message over on eBay and let me know. We'll get you hooked up. On to our regularly scheduled programming. Feedback, guys. My feedback is set to be automated. That is so you don't ever have to wait on me. As soon as you leave positive feedback for me, you're going to instantly get it in return with no waiting. How many things can you say you don't have to wait on these days, right? Not too many. And of course, also just a note there to say thanks, because I do appreciate everyone who bids and breaks and chats and hangs out with me. Randy, you said, do I have 2 spots down for you? Do I have 2 spots down for you? I don't, do I? Do you want 2 spots in there, Randy? Yeah. I'll get your user ID later, but for right now, I'm going to put you in there right here. But I have to transfer that to the master, so that may be the problem. I may have typed it in like on one of the nights when you gave it to me in chat, and then I somehow failed to transfer it to the master, but hopefully that's going to remind me. All right, so we got you plugged in there, Randy. And we are looking right now at stuff that's coming up. Breaks that are already listed will be breaking over the next 4 or 5 days here. Actually, the next 5. I don't know why I said 4. Tomorrow night is a half case of Leaf autographed football jerseys and a half case of Gold Rush Series 3 autographed mini helmets. Those just came out today. And normally, our mini helmets are 8 or 10 box cases. This is a 12 box case. So a half case here is going to be 6 mini helmets. It's going to be fun. And then we'll also break the last full case I have of Topps Chrome Jumbo, which has a whopping 40 autograph hits in it. On Friday, it is a triple play box, an autographed baseball glove. That's a brand new product from Hit Parade. Looks like it's pretty awesome, so we'll find out. And Diamond Icons, we're going to break a box of that. It is kind of the equivalent of Flawless in Panini, maybe even a little higher end than Flawless, but it's along those lines. And Contenders Draft Picks Basketball, that comes out on Friday. We're going to open a half case that night, and those are loose boxes, guys, if that matters to you. It's a half of a case that I'm sharing with somebody else. We'll open some full cases later down the road, but this is a half case of loose boxes. Somebody else got the other 6 boxes out of the case. On Saturday, we're going to open a multi-sport autographed event ticket. That's a new item we haven't opened before. It can be, ticket from really any event in any sport, and it will be autographed, might be graded, might not. We'll give that one a try. Also, another full-size football helmet. We'll open a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures football, which we haven't opened in ages. And finally, the Topps Chrome football mixer I managed to get listed. We're going to open a box from 2013, a box from 2014, and a box from 2015. On Sunday, we'll break the rest of the mini helmet case. We'll break the back half of the Leaf jersey case that we're going to start tomorrow night. And then we'll break another case of Chronicles. On Monday, we got yet another new product we're going to give a shot to. It is a multi-sport autographed program. So, yeah, we're going to have a little fun with that one, too. another baseball glove, a couple of boxes of 2013 Topps Supreme, and another case of Origins. So that's what the 5 days ahead look like. For tonight, we're looking like this. There's no mail on Monday because of Labor Day, so I'm just projecting everything to ship out on Tuesday. Free shipping breaks and paid shipping breaks, projecting it all for Tuesday. If I can get any of it out faster than that, of course I will. Consolation cards, guys. We've got 2 different things going on there. If you're in the free shipping break, which is Black Gold and Premier, and your team is not pulled, your consolation card is normally going to be held until the next time you do have a package going. And then the next time you pull a card or an item, I just look back. I track it for a rolling 90 days. So I would just look back over that past 90 days. I would grab all the consolation cards that you were due, and I would ship them out the next time you had a hit. If you do not want to wait and you want your consolation card sent to you right away, just in a plain white envelope, no tracking, just a stamp, hit me up on eBay, let me know, and I will take care of it, okay? Our paid shipping breaks tonight are Origins and Chronicles. I don't anticipate that any teams will get blanked in there. I believe everyone will pull a card of some sort. If by some wild chance you did not pull something, whatever consolation cards you are due would, of course, ship with the rest of the break, since those are paid shipping breaks. So I think that has got us squared away on that front. And we are looking right now at our lineup for the first product up tonight, which is 2016 Black Gold Football. And of course, this is break number 42. We haven't opened it in a while, but we've got to get back in the groove. And like everything we're opening tonight, it ended tonight, Wednesday, the 29th of August. The team that didn't sell there, you see the Bengals, it is listed as no bids buyback. That just means, you know, since you guys didn't give it a forever home, if anything were to come out for that team, it would hang out here with me. Otherwise, it's going to head out to one of you. And last but not least, I am taking autofocus away. I'm setting a manual focus that does cause your background to go out of focus a little bit. So no worries about that. I have to check one thing here, guys. We had somebody with a question. I don't know if they needed to cancel their thing or not, and I'm trying to get back and see. It's somebody who indicated they knew what was going on, and then maybe they didn't, and then I don't know. So I guess, okay, I guess we're okay. I don't know. They didn't write back and say they needed to cancel, so I guess we are, in fact, ready to rock and roll. Let me just get myself back on the right page here. Give me a hot second and we'll get cracking into this. And of course, a new spreadsheet, guys, is going to go up before every break. So if you're not in this one for Black Gold, you're going to get a chance to see your name up there as soon as we get to your product. But first up is our 2016 Black Gold. Man, we got a lot of people in chat tonight. Daryl is here, Glenn, Let's Nerd Out, T. Cassidy, Randy, Bryce, Gary's here, Buckeye for Fun, Dennis, Ben, Bobby B is here saying hey, 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 Randy, Dale. Got tons of people in here tonight. Buckeye for Fun, you're saying you need to add to your Steelers mini helmets. Well, you know the Gold Rush stuff. I mean, those guys are based in Pennsylvania, just like practically in the backyard of the Steelers. That's no guarantee there'll be one in there, of course. But it is a Pennsylvania-based company. My rep, actually, my former rep, it's not my same rep there anymore, but my former rep there used to work for the Steelers, as a matter of fact. So how about that? It's crazy, right? Crazy. Why would you ever leave a job working for the Steelers? That's what I said, but they don't listen to me. I don't know. Tim's here too. Hi, Tim. You're just hanging out with us tonight. Well, I'm always happy to have you, whether you have skin in the game or not. I enjoy having you guys come and say hey and chat and all that kind of stuff. Christian is here. Hi, Christian. And Greg. Did I say hi to you a while ago, Greg? I don't know if I did or not. I don't know if I saw you in there a minute ago, Greg. I might have, but I'm not sure. All right, everything in Black Gold is numbered, guys, even our base cards. We are starting out with the Bus, Jerome Bettis to 225. Next up, we have for the Titans to 100, a little Derrick Henry action. These first couple don't look too bad. In general, though, guys, on this black gold, many of you, or maybe most of you, know that it is pretty common to have some edge and corner issues, chipping and whatnot, particularly on the backs of these. That's numbered to 225. It's AJ Green and the Bengals. Then we have Sammy Watkins to 100 for the Bills. See, that's an example of it. You see that white down there? That's an example of what I'm talking about. Those edges and corners have even the least little bit of chipping or bumping or anything. Man, it shows up against that dark background. Derek Carr and DeAndre Washington for the Raiders. We have a dual relic numbered to 125. And I'm trying to hold this at different angles because sometimes the way the light hits these black gold cards, it's difficult to kind of see what's on there. Here comes a Zeke rookie hit for the Cowboys. It is quad relics to 249. So you've got a piece of the football and looks like 3 pieces of the jersey. Of course, we would have preferred that to be signed, but we'll take that anyway, right? We'll take what we've got. Luke, you know I'm going to say it wrong, Keckley. For the Carolina Panthers, that is numbered to 25. That's a nice low number hit for the Panthers to 25. For those who might be joining us for the first time, I have a dreadful habit of pronouncing names incorrectly. Often names that I've heard pronounced a zillion times, and somehow I hear them right in my head and they just come out completely wrong when they come out of my mouth. So you may as well just kind of get used to that. I hate to tell you. There is a little imperfection I note, particularly on this edge and corner right here on the right hand, lower right. It's C.J. Anderson for the Broncos, and that is nice. It's numbered to 25. I love the patch. You've got the gold signature. It's actually one of the nicer patches I've seen in black gold, as a matter of fact. Here comes Jamal Charles from the Kansas City Chiefs with a relic to 49. I hear my little cat down there throwing a fit about something. And Ryan Tannehill for the Dolphins with a relic numbered to 199 as well. So there is more black gold, guys. I still have, I don't know, probably another 4 or 5 boxes of it anyway hanging around here. And we will work towards getting that broken sometime soon. I know I've kind of gotten out of the habit lately, or I had been, of doing some of our 1 and 2 box breaks and some of our older stuff. So I'm kind of trying to get recommitted to that. So in addition to our cases, most nights we're going to have probably a box or 2 of memorabilia and a box or 2 of 1 and 2 box breaks in addition to our cases. We're going to kind of try to stay in that pattern most nights, which is how we were for a long time until I just got so many cases in that I got behind and I couldn't get us caught up. So we're working towards it. If you did not see this earlier, please take a moment and review it. Projecting Tuesday shipping for everything. No mail service on Monday due to Labor Day. If I can get it out to you faster than that, I will. Consolation card info applies to the first 2 breaks tonight, the free shipping breaks. 2 boxes of 2007 Upper Deck Premier Football. This is break number 11. Also ended tonight, Wednesday, the 29th of August. And we had a few teams in here that didn't sell. It's kind of unusual. It is the Bengals, the Texans, and the Chiefs. We normally have broken this in 1 box quantities in the past, but I just decided that we needed to break it in a 2 box quantity, so that's what we did tonight. And here's hoping that we have good luck with that, right? Now, I will tell you this on the Upper Deck stuff. If we pull a redemption, Upper Deck, of course, long ago, they lost the right to produce cards for, well, anything but hockey, really. So, I mean, they produce maybe a few unlicensed things. But the point is, if you get a redemption from Upper Deck, they're not going to have a card to send you on an expired redemption out of a product like this. However, they will, if you take the redemption and you write your name and address and info on it, you mail it to a certain address, they put you into a drawing that they do at the National where you still have a chance to be drawn out and get a hit. Stang Lover knows a lot more about that. If he happens to be watching live tonight, he might be able to fill us in. I don't know if he's on live or not, but Stang Lover's been through that process, so he knows a little bit more about how it works. Buckeye for Fun, you said, oh no, one of your coworkers has to put their cat down because it got bit by a snake. Well, I hate to hear that. This is to 225. It's Frank Gore for the 49ers. Next out, we have Steve McNair to 225 for the Ravens. Those, of course, both just base cards. And now we're getting into some hits. Dennis says that Pope got him on the Vikings at the last second. Well, oh, and I'm sorry, I did not see, Stephen. You asked how much for the unsold teams, and I'm sorry, man. I didn't see it until I already opened it. I apologize. But Vikings, baby, there it is, coming out to 10. There is your man, Adrian Peterson, on a rookie hit to 10, no less. So we've pulled Adrian Peterson out of here maybe once or twice before, but certainly not to 10. So congrats to the Vikings. However much you paid, it was money well spent. And I see right there, Dennis was calling for Randy to pull an Adrian Peterson rookie, and there it came. Dennis, you made that happen, man. That was nice mojo there. Here's Darrelle Revis to 225. That is for the Jets. We have next up to 225. This is, who is this? Craig Davis for the Chargers. Yeah, that Adrian Peterson, man. I mean, to 10, that's nice. For the Cowboys, hey, this is a nice hit too. It's Drew Pearson to 75. We like that. Then we have a relic and signature combo here for the Bears. This is Garrett Wolfe. A little bit of imperfection on a few of these guys. Again, most of the time you're going to notice that more when the card has a dark background, just because most cards have stuff like this. It just doesn't always show up, depends on the color of the background. We are on quite the roll tonight because look who we have next. It's Calvin Johnson and the Lions to 199. That is another outstanding rookie hit. So a couple of those very nice. One came out of one box, one came out of the other. So both good boxes. Number 2, what does that say? 75. It is a Frank Gore relic for the 49ers. I do see a redemption, so that stuff I mentioned earlier is going to come into play. The interesting part's going to be if we can read what the heck it says on here. I believe it says Jay Cutler. Hang on one second. I got to pull it up closer to my face. It does say Jay Cutler. I can't read the rest of it, but it does say Jay Cutler. You all can probably see that as well. So Jay Cutler in 2007 was a Bear, right? A Bear? I think. I'll have to double check that. Trent Edwards for the Buffalo Bills. This is numbered to 75. Richard, you are asking if baseball is next. No, actually, Origins football will be next, and then we'll be doing the baseball break. So if you're waiting on Chronicles, I'm going to say you've probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of 40 minutes or so before we would hit that. Give or take 10 minutes, Richard. Randy, you have the Lions too? Oh, wow. You're doing quite well in this break then. Jason Hill, this is numbered to 20, and of course it's a manufactured relic there for the 49ers. Then we have Dwayne Jarrett. That's an excellent patch, but I don't know that Dwayne Jarrett does you much good, but that's to 75 for the Panthers. And then we have a manufactured patch for Gaines Adams and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to 75. So hold on for a second while I go look up this Jay Cutler, because this is a redemption, guys. It would have said, could we read it, and had all of the stuff not worn off. It would have told us what team. So I'm just going to look up real quick and make sure Jay Cutler was a Bear in 2007. I think he was, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out his stats here and double check it. So that it gets shipped off to the correct place. Come on, buddy. Where are you? I need his stats. Where are your stats, Jay Cutler? Oh, okay, hang on. Sorry. Everybody's just wanting to, you know, all the results want to show you the fact that he's going to, like, try to retire again. But that's not what we want to know. In 2007, he was a Bronco. Sorry, guys. I called that wrong. He didn't go to the Bears until 2009. So the Jay Cutler to 2000, from 2007 is a Bronco. And once again, when you get this, you can't redeem it because they won't take them. But they will, I just wrote his name wrong. Well, that's okay. I know what it is. They will let you send them in for that drawing I told you about. So when you get it, you'll just want to fill it out and send it in. And I think you can just Google it and it'll give you the information about where to send it. Okay. So there's the Jay Cutler, which is a Bronco in 2007. Buccaneers, the Panthers, the Niners, the Bills, the Niners again. The sweet Calvin Johnson rookie hit, relic and signature to 199 for the Detroit Lions, but it gets better still yet. A hit for the Bears. A hit for the boys. That Drew Pearson, also nice, to 75. A hit for the Jets. That's actually the Chargers. Sorry. Here's the hit for the Jets. I got a little ahead of myself. And then the big booming hit of the night is Adrian Peterson, rookie ink, numbered to 10. I mean, that's just excellent. That's fantastic. Pulled that and Calvin Johnson out of a 2-box break. I mean, come on. That's some luck. We're rolling well tonight, I think. Bobby B says throw that in the trash. Are you talking about the Jay Cutler, Bobby B? Are you feeling a little dicey about Jay Cutler? I can understand that. I'm getting our spreadsheet set up so we can take a look one more time at it, and then we're going to roll into Origins. Probably most everybody's seen this by now, but you know, again, no mail on Monday because of the holiday, so I'm projecting everything to go out the door on Tuesday. Origins and Chronicles, I don't think anybody will get blanked, but if you do, your consolation cards will go out with the rest of the break. If you were in one of the free shipping breaks, you probably heard your spiel earlier, and there it is written again as well, if you should feel so inclined to check it out. 16 boxes of 2018 Origins football. It's a full case break. It's break number 3. And, of course, you guys know the format. We've got the teams on one side. Your name is up in lights across from your team, if you have one in here tonight. And coming up after this will be Chronicles. So for those of you who might not have heard me say it earlier, Chronicles, you're probably, you know, about 40 minutes away, something like that. That's always give or take 10 minutes because, you know, if we have redemptions or if we have, you know, stuff we have to look up or anything that goes unusual, sometimes it'll go a little bit longer. Subsequently, if everything goes like clockwork, sometimes it's a little faster. Tim says, unless I pull Saquon tonight, those might be the 2 best hits of the night. Well, for football, you never know. But for baseball, I don't know. We've been burning it up with Chronicles. I mean, we pulled the nice Shohei autograph out of Chronicles already. We've pulled the Acuna out of Chronicles. I mean, we've been having some really nice luck in Chronicles lately. So I'm not going to say that definitely the upper decks are the best hit of the night, especially not until we get through with Chronicles, because there might be some really good stuff in there too. Now, here's the deal. This has, if I can get it out, which apparently right now I can't, this, because it's in there like that. That's why it won't come out. There's 1 pack per box in this. We're going to take all the packs out of all these boxes first. In each one of our packs, we will have a rookie autograph, and then we'll have a rookie patch autograph, so RPA as they are commonly referred to, and then we'll also have a relic of some sort. In addition to that, we got a few little base cards hanging around in there, and usually you know, you'll find a parallel or two, a numbered parallel or two hanging out in those base cards. Bobby B, I have pulled Juan Soto out of Chronicles. I'm telling you, man, Chronicles has been singing. The Acuna was really low numbered, I want to say, like to 35 maybe. The Juan Soto was a little higher numbered. Might have been on the Prism card set, but I'm not 1,000% sure which card set it was on. Then the Shohei was on a Spectra card set, but I don't remember what that was numbered to at all. Oh, Tim, you were talking about just in baseball. You know what? Out of Origins, we almost always pull one of them. We'll pull Darnold or Mason Rudolph or Josh Allen or Josh Rosen. We usually pull at least one of the quarterbacks out of the case. Baker Mayfield, you know, one of them. Usually. Now, I say that and watch it won't be the case tonight, but normally, yes. Dale, you said there were no Steelers. You must have been in the upper deck break. Is that what you're talking about? Jay Allen, you need some luck tonight. Who are you working on? Who's your mojo going towards? Christian needs some Packers. Green Bay Packers in the house tonight. You guys traded your quarterback to the Seahawks, I saw. Well, not Kaiser, but Hundley is gone. So I guess that means that Kaiser has the number 2 spot firmly locked up. Because I think you only got like maybe a 6th round pick for Hundley. Which honestly, probably, had he gone last year without, let's say Aaron Rodgers hadn't been hurt, and Hundley hadn't played as much as he did, there were a lot of people that still thought he would be pretty good. You probably could have gotten more for him, but then he played, and whoops, he wasn't quite as good as we thought he was going to be. so I don't know. And then that means they're going to be after my Josh Dobbs if they cut him, and that's going to make me just sad. That would just make me sad. Yeah, exactly. Tim says we need to hook Christian up with the Jamon Moore card. He says with the J card, because the guy, Jamon Moore, he only signs his name really with a J, and that's it. So it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Hundley moving on, really not that big of a deal. I mean, I think that was somewhat expected. I just paid particular attention to it because it might mean you're going after my little man Josh Dobbs, who I'm afraid is going to get cut, and there's no way we're going to be able to stash him on the practice squad. I mean, somebody's going to pick him up. So. Dale, you've got the Pirates and Chronicles in a minute, too. All right, so maybe we can have you some luck there if we didn't have any luck for you before. Dennis, you got the Vikings in this break. Okay, well, then let's find you some Vikings. All right, let's take a look. Our base out first. Our first parallel is Jalen Ramsey to 99 for the Jags. And then we have Stephon Diggs and the Vikings to 299. Here come the hits. Ito Smith is up first. And Ito Smith is numbered to 99. And we pulled a handsome Ito Smith 1 of 1 last night out of Unparalleled. Like, it was all kinds of awesome. Sony Michel is out for the Patriots. This is going to be our RPA for this case. with a nice 4-color patch, and Sony does not appear to be numbered. Little imperfection down here, lower corner. Again, these are going to be cards like most of our others where you're going to have some edge and corner chipping and issues here and there. Ronald Jones out for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to 49 with that patch. And of course, we're going to open more Origins on Monday night, and I still probably even have another case or two beyond that case, by the way. Khalil Mack for the Raiders to 25, and Jay Ajayi to 299 for the Eagles. Michael Gallup is out for the Cowboys. Oh, and you know what comes out next Wednesday? Assuming they don't mess anything up because of the fact that it's a holiday and shipping-wise. Absolute Football will be out next Wednesday. Here comes the J card, as you call it. Christian, here's your Packers hit. It is Jamon Moore to 49. You see why we give him a little grief over his autograph, right? I mean, like, that is not how we would like it to be. Baker Mayfield coming out for the Browns. And unfortunately, that is kind of a boring patch because there's not a lot of options with the Browns. Because their uniforms are, you know, well, not that flashy. So most of the time, that's what you get. Big chunk of brown or a big chunk of white. Oh, you heard it got pushed to Friday? Okay, well, I haven't looked at my email yet for that today. I was out running like crazy. I had to... Normally, my supplies show up here, but I needed some in the meantime, and there was a truck coming to another place, and they said, well, you can get it, but you got to go meet them. So I had to get in the car and drive and do a bunch of stuff I didn't expect to do today. This is David Johnson to 99 for the Cardinals, and then it is Alex Smith to 299 for the Redskins. I'm honestly not surprised it got pushed, though. You know, I told my rep that the other day when he said, no, it's still coming Wednesday. I was like, man, I bet you that gets pushed because they would already be making noises about getting it shipped otherwise. Cortland Sutton, this is numbered 225. That's a nice low-numbered hit there for the Broncos. Here comes Doris Fountain and the Colts. 2-color patch and autograph. Johnny, you pulled Ridley and Ito in Leaf Flash today. Very nice, very nice. Oh, this is cool. I don't have any more Leaf Flash except some loose boxes, which I'm eventually going to put together, and we're going to do an all-leaf break. It's going to be loose boxes of all the different brands of leaf. We'll probably throw in a jersey and some other stuff, too. Hines Ward to 10. Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. Love the man, love the numbering. Not in love with the plain white patch. It's numbered to 10, man. Give us something better, Panini. Base card for the Bucks and Joe Flacco for the Ravens. Then we have numbered 2, 175, Kareem Hunt and the Kansas City Chiefs. And to 299, it's Todd Gurley and the Rams. Traquan Smith is out for the Saints. That is numbered to 49. You need some mojo for the Bengals and the Rams. Okay, all right. Let's see if we can make that happen. Meanwhile, Cowboys, you're just going to back up the truck and take home a whole bunch of Michael Gallup, apparently, because there is another one with another actually nice 2-color patch. DJ Moore and the Panthers. That's a nice 2-color patch as well. That one's not numbered, but it's nice. It's always good to get that second color in there. Bobby. He says the Hines Ward patch, being that it was a solid white, is an underwear patch. Bobby. Oh, goodness, man. Hey, by the way, Bobby, did they ever let you out of... You said you were trying to get out of your Leaf Flash. Did they, when they moved the date, did they let you out of it, or did you end up breaking it? Of course, I got mine, but I liked all the... what do you call it in there? Veterans. I mean, we pulled a Jerry Rice and a Terry Bradshaw and some really nice veteran stuff out of there. That was my favorite part of Flash. Okay, so we have Big Ben and LaShawn McCoy there, base cards. Doug Baldwin to 99 for the Seahawks. To 299, it's Delaney Walker and the Titans. Here comes another Doris Fountain for the Colts. This one numbered to 25. So you got a low number out on that one. You had to take it? Yeah, I thought that they would make you take it. Not everybody does, but most of them do. I figured they would. Oh, the rice was yours? Okay, cool. DJ Moore and the Panthers. That's a nice 3-color patch. You know, I can't hardly ever remember where things go, like where I have sent them. I do well sometimes to remember that we pulled them. But I did think that Jerry Rice and Terry Bradshaw both were super nice. Rashad Penny, Seahawks, unnumbered relic. Oh, Christian, you just now saw your Packers card? Well, yeah, see, we got you rolling, man. We got you on the move. Joe Mixon and the Bengals, Jamal Adams and the Jets. Numbered to 175, it's Jason Witten and the Cowboys. Richard Sherman to 299 for the Niners. And who have we here? Kerryon Johnson and the Lions to 99. I see a redemption sneaking upon us, and you know what happens there. Yep, I set them aside. We hold them to the very end. Drew Brees to 25 for the Saints. Another low number patch that's just one color. Like, why so stingy, Panini? For real. They're numbered that low. Like, give me something. I don't even care if it's just a thread of a different color. Just give me something, man. Jarvis Landry to 175 for the Browns. And this is numbered to 299. Josh Norman for the Redskins. Here comes your Bengals mojo that you asked for a minute ago. It is Mark Walton for the Bengals. You enjoyed your leaf flash. Yeah, I know, Tim. I liked it too. It just, I wish they hadn't had it so delayed as they did. I mean, it would have been nicer if it had been out a little bit earlier in the rookie season, but I still had a lot of fun with it. And particularly, as you say, the older, well, particularly as I said, I guess you didn't. I like the older stuff. Nick Chubb, that's a nice hit. It is numbered to 10, and you got something other than the brown patch for the Browns. Here comes Cortland Sutton for the Broncos with a big orange patch, numbered to 75. You think, he says, spoiler alert, he says the redemption is going to be Rashad Penny. That's because I think haven't we pulled a few Rashad Pennies out of here? We pulled a ton of them out of Leaf. I know that. He's like, Rashad hadn't been signing. That's to 99. It's Kenyon Drake and the Dolphins. And then we have Terrell Suggs and the Ravens to 299. Here comes our Jet. I told you we pull one of these guys almost every case. This one, however, let's talk about this a minute. It's numbered to 5. Sam Darnold to 5. Not for nothing, but we pulled 2 different Sam Darnolds to 5 out of National Treasures Collegiate. So we seem to be pulling a lot of Darnold to 5. If you have the Jets, you're happy. If you have the Colts, you now have like a whole house full of Doris Fountain. Also a bad corner down there, lower left, maybe a little bit lower right also. But of course, what I call a bad corner is not necessarily what you might call a bad corner. I'm pretty picky about that sort of thing. It says Ronald Jones for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean, not picky in the sense that, like, I wouldn't want to own it if it were mine, because I don't, you know, I really don't get very many of mine graded. So if I like the card, I don't totally care if it has some chipping and dents and dings on it. I mean, you'd rather it not, but it doesn't make me crazy if it does. I mean, picky about it in the sense that if I notice it in the break, I'm going to probably call it out or describe it because, well, I just think you should. That's all. Yeah, Bobby B. That Darnold, right? Did you see the ones we pulled out of NT Collegiate? Were you on either one of those nights? They were both with some amazing patches. I mean, of course, you know, National Treasures is nice no matter what, and NT Collegiate was nice all the way around. But out of 2 different cases, we pulled a Darnold to 5 with patches that were just gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, you got outbid on the Jets tonight. I'm sorry, Bobby B. There's Big Ben, Larry Fitzgerald. We have Melvin Gordon to 175 for the Chargers. Dak Prescott to 299 for the boys. And here comes a Raven. That would be Hayden Hurst, the Raven we pull the most often. Jaleel Scott's probably next after him. Another Bengal. We're going to keep that Bengals mojo working. There's another Mark Walton with a nice 2-color patch. You said that's your luck lately? Oh, I'm sorry, man. That's no good. Sam Darnold and the Jets again. This one is a relic numbered to 75. You said if you had won them all that we would have pulled as Geno Smith. That's not true, Bobby. You've had good luck lately, too. Tim, you didn't get any teams tonight either. Well, you know what? Try Auction Sniper. I'm telling you guys, I love it. This is Dak Prescott to 99 for the Cowboys and DeAndre Hopkins to 299 for the Texans. Here comes another Michael Gallup for the Cowboys. At least this one's on a different card set. I see another hit for the Packers. It's a second Jamon Moore, and it is also the RPA. I believe our first one was an RPA for Jamon as well. Here comes Lamar Jackson. We'd like to see the ink there, but we have a relic instead for the Ravens. Yeah, there's definitely some duplication going on tonight in this case. That's for sure. There's another Dak Prescott to 99. And, hey, it's TJ Watt to 299 for my Pittsburgh Steelers. Well, this is just a collection of, like, the same players. We've already hit DJ Moore. Here he is again for the Panthers. We need a little more love for some of our other teams, please, Panini. Naheem Hines, at least we've got a change of pace for the Colts. Got you a different player this time. Both lower corners, actually all 4 corners on the front with some chipping and wear and things. And whoever asked for the Bengals mojo, it has really been rolling ever since you did, because here's a third Mark Walton. This is to 99, 2-color patch on that. McKinnon, Jerick McKinnon for the 49ers. And it is Marvin Jones for the Lions. Next out, we have LaShawn McCoy to 175 for the Bills. Pittsburgh Steelers out again with Antonio Brown to 299. And did you guys know, of course, there was the report out yesterday. In fact, I think somebody asked me in the break last night, when was Le'Veon Bell going to be reporting to the team? And I said, oh, it's September 1st, because that's what had been in all the news. You know, he came out then today and said that's not correct, that's not what he said. So who knows when he's going to show up. Might have been Greg that asked me that last night. Jamon Moore again for the Packers. So there you go. You, Christian, you are rolling, and this is absurdly like maybe the 4th Michael Gallup. There is a bad lower corner on that. And I want to say this is, I believe, the worst randomization we've had out of any of the cases of Origins. You know, usually we have a couple of players that maybe duplicate, but this is kind of crazy. This is Kiki for the Texans. I mean, Panini just needs to do better than that. I mean, you know, that's just not cool. There's Zeke to 175 for the Cowboys. It's Phillip Rivers to 299 for the Chargers. And here's Kiki again, but this time you get an autograph. Bobby, you just want one Goddard. We need to get that for you then. Brian, that's what I'm saying. This is all the same case. I mean, you guys watch me open the case and take them all out at the start of the break. This is all out of one 16-box case. That's what I'm saying. The randomization's terrible on this tonight. This is Darius Geis for the Redskins. 2-color patch. And a stash. We'll have to wait till next year to see what he looks like on the field. Kerryon Johnson and the Lions, numbered to 75. Finally, a little 2 new teams for a change. Buckeye for fun. Yeah, like you. I heard, you know, I don't know what the deal is. They had said, you know, it would be Labor Day, Monday, whatever. But now he came out today and said, we're talking about Le'Veon Bell, that's not accurate. So maybe he doesn't even show up week 1. I don't know. 49ers, Jerick McKinnon, Marvin Jones for the Lions. Pirine, that is numbered to 25 for the Redskins. For a little change of pace there. Next out, it is DeAndre Hopkins to 299 for the Texans. Traquan Smith coming out for the Saints. And that is numbered to 99. And like his pen must have been almost out of ink because that is barely visible. I mean, the autograph is on there in gold, but because it's on the black background, and I think for real, his pen must have been almost out of ink because you can barely see that. It's really, really blended into the card. Pittsburgh Steelers, you can officially go to sleep happy tonight. Got you a little James Washington RPA headed your way. And it is numbered to 99. 2-color patch as well. Oh, Tim says there's no Goddard in Origins. Oh, all right. Well, see, I didn't even know that either. Thank you, Tim. All right, so then you want Josh Adams, Bobby? Oh, well, see, now Tim says that there's no Josh Adams in here either. This is Christian Kirk and the Arizona Cardinals to 99. Yeah, if you guys haven't ever heard me talk about this before, there is a website that can help you. There's actually a lot of websites that can help with that, but the one I tend to use the most personally is groupbreakchecklists.com. And then there's, you know, like I think Break Ninja and a bunch of others that offer something similar. But if you are so inclined, you can go to that website and it will take these checklists and break them down by teams and tell you what's in there for the various teams. Michael Thomas and the Saints, Von Miller and the Broncos, and Russell Wilson for the Seahawks to 25. And I will tell you this, we may be rewarded momentarily. We'll know in a minute, but I think there's a chance we're going to be rewarded for having not had a lot of, you know, differentiation up to this point. That's to 299, Larry Fitzgerald and the Cardinals. Ronald Jones and the Buccaneers. We've seen him before. Here comes Kiki with an RPA. We've seen him before as well for the Texans. We're going to have another Mark Walton come out, and yeah, you know the story. We've seen him before. That's actually a really nice patch, though. That's numbered to 25. So, guys, we may have some teams in here that end up not getting anything, which is unusual for Origins. But again, if that is the case, if that happens to you tonight, you are still going to get something sent your way, and maybe you'll have better luck with that if we do accidentally blank you in here tonight. All right, so Cam Newton for the Panthers, followed by Deshaun Watson and the Texans. Behind that is Eli Manning to 175 for the Giants. And Robbie Anderson shows up to 299 for the Jets. Here come the Falcons getting on board with Ito Smith right here out of the last box. And unbelievable, another Mark Walton. Like someone said they wanted Bengals Mojo, and I believe we have delivered it in spades. And yeah, we're about to be, somebody's about to be, oh, yeah. Okay, I told you I thought we might be rewarded. This isn't even what I was talking about. But here's a beautiful one-of-one NFL Shield. That, okay, back-to-back nights NFL Shield one-of-ones. Come on, guys, that's awesome. You do have imperfect corners on the front of your card here. You can see the little chipping and whatnot. But come on, that is that's awesome. 2 nights in a row NFL Shields. That makes me happy, but it doesn't make me as happy as this next card's going to make me. And this one already made me happy. This makes me even happier. It is numbered 2 of 2. Lamar Jackson, Hayden Hurst. Look at that booklet. And babies, that is on card. That's no Lamar Jackson on a sticker, kids. That is Lamar Jackson with his hand on the card. Oh, ba-boom. Yeah. So this is what I had seen coming. I didn't even know it was going to be numbered to 2. I just knew we had a booklet, and I thought, okay, that may save our case. Yeah, it does. And then I see the NFL Shield, the one-of-one, and then I know it has saved our case. So now I feel better about this case. They still did a terrible job randomizing stuff, but I feel happier about the case as a whole. And we still have a redemption here to flip, and the redemption is, you called it, it is Rashad Penny. And that, of course, is the Seahawks. This is rookie jumbo patch autographs blue. And you know what's going to happen. Every time we pull a redemption, I roll to the website and we check it out. So we will find out what that's going to be numbered to. I'll bring you along with me when we do that now. And then when I come back from that, we will recap this. And as soon as we recap it, we'll then be rolling into Chronicles. I know there are several of you patiently waiting for Chronicles baseball to turn up, and we are not far from it. So thank you for your continued patience while we work on a few little things here. Did I switch your view? Yes, okay, I had to go back and look. Sometimes I forget to do that, especially when I'm all jazzed up after those 1-of-1 and 2-of-2s and the 5-of-5 Darnold. Really, it kind of was a good case. All right, so we're looking for rookie jumbo patch autographs blue. Rookie jumbo patch autograph blue. Where are you? Not jumbo patch. There. Card number 127. Rashad Penny, Seahawks to 49 is the answer. Yeah, so see, the thing about it is this. If Panini had simply randomized the rest of the stuff well, we would be talking about what an awesome case this was with Darnold to 5 and a 1-of-1 NFL Shield and a 2-of-2 with Lamar Jackson. We would have been loving this case if only they had done the job on the other stuff better. Okay, so here we go in our recap. We have the Rashad Penny redemption, which we just verified on the Panini website. It's numbered to 49. The beautiful 1-of-1 NFL Shield. You do have some bad corners and edges on that, but who cares? It's a beautiful card, and it is Mark Walton and the Bengals. This is just incredible. Lamar Jackson, Hayden Hurst, 2-of-2 booklet on card autographs is a just big booming hit for the Ravens. So Ravens, congratulations on that. That is an incredible hit. And depending on how good Lamar Jackson ends up being, it could be even a bigger hit than we think. All right, now we've got, of course, the Texans, the Steelers. It's going to be a lot of just the same players as we go through here. Texans and Bengals. And the Colts, the Panthers, the Cowboys, the Bengals, the Colts. Oh, a Bronco snuck in. There's Baker Mayfield for the Browns. The Packers, Cowboys again, the Buccaneers. Oh, I forgot the Patriots snuck in with Sony Michel. There's the nice Ito Smith for the Falcons. There's a couple of Ito in here in total. There's the other Ito. The Lions got in the mix with Kerryon Johnson. There's another Michael Gallup for the Cowboys, Lamar for the Ravens, Darnold for the Jets, Jones for the Bucks, Doris again for the Colts. There's another Bronco, and the Nick Chubb is nice for the Browns. That's actually quite nice, numbered to 10. Then we have Drew Brees for the Saints, DJ Moore for the Panthers, Doris Fountain again for the Colts, DJ Moore again for the Panthers. Then the Bengals, the Buccaneers, the Cardinals, the Saints, that autograph again, it's there, it's just really hard to see, like his gold pen had to be almost out of ink. The Redskins, the Packers, and the Packers. The Bengals, the Ravens. Here's the nice Sam Darnold for the Jets, guys. That's numbered to 5. That's really an exceptional hit for the Jets as well. And the Lions again with another Kerryon Johnson. The Seahawk, Rashad Penny, and Michael Gallup Cowboys. Another Traquan Smith for the Saints. And then Hines Ward, that was numbered to 10 for the Steelers. So that is Origins. We had some very nice hits in here. And if they had given us a little better randomization of teams, I think we would all be happier. But nonetheless, ended up being a good case right there at the end, especially. So we're headed now into Chronicles Baseball. And I've got to get our spreadsheet set up for Chronicles Baseball. Give me 1 second here while we manage to get that accomplished. Probably everybody has seen this by now, but I'll roll through it one more time just in case. And it is just, remember, there's no mail at all on Monday. Pickup, drop off, delivery, nothing. So everything I'm projecting to go out on Tuesday. If I can get something out faster than Tuesday, I will gladly do so for you, but plan on Tuesday. And of course, if you happen to get blanked and you're in one of the paid shipping breaks, your consolation cards will ship out with the rest of the break. If you happen to get blanked and you were in one of the free shipping breaks, your consolation card normally is going to be held, and I track it for 90 days, and normally I would just send it to you with your next package. If you want it sooner, hit me up in messages on eBay. Let me know. We'll get you taken care of. Okay? 2018 Chronicles of Baseball. This is a 16-box case. It's break number 3. And it ended tonight on eBay, the 29th of August. We're opening it tonight, same night, of course. And once again, a format you're very familiar with, where we have our team names on the left and our winning bidders are across from it on the right-hand side. And let me get this big whopping case up here, so hold tight for 1 second, guys. And gals. Might have gals in here tonight, too. I kind of call everybody guys. I don't know. It's a habit I've been in for many, many years. I need to probably get out of that habit, though, don't I? But just know that I mean it to be all-inclusive, even though I'm saying, I guess, a gender-specific term. I really mean it to include everyone, male, female, young, old. It's meant to encompass everybody. Okay, if you have not been in a Chronicles break before, first of all, it's awesome. I liked it last year. I love it this year. And it has lots of hits in it. That's the other good news out of this story. Each one of our 16 boxes is going to have 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card in it. So we've got 4 hits per box. So that's a nice hit ratio on a 16-box case. Oh my goodness, I'm knocking things over here and almost like knocking over top loaders, which are knocking over boxes. I know, clumsy me. And of course this has really like a massive amount of parallels and numbered cards in it. I mean, that's kind of the whole basis of the product, right? So there are cards for every card set virtually that Panini makes in another sport, but they don't make in baseball. It's going to mostly be in here, you know, so like Spectra Baseball and Score baseball, and I can't even think of all of them. I mean, there's just zillions of them. And a lot of them are numbered. And a lot of them are kind of high numbered too. So in the essence of time, because there are so many that way, unless something is low numbered, for the most part, I'm not going to necessarily read out the numbering and do all that sort of thing. If it's really low numbered, of course I will. Or it happens to be that sometimes we find them with the number side up when we get to them in the pack. And of course then, obviously, we'll look at it. But other than that, we're going to kind of spin through some of this stuff, because if we don't, we'd be opening it for hours. So I will the first time we see something, I'll tell you a little bit about what it is, so you'll know when you see it going forward, and then once again we'll rip right on through. So this is basically the chrome version of the Chronicles base card. That particular one is numbered to 99. Then we have Prestige, we have Contenders Optic, those are Phoenix. First out we have something coming here for Ahmed Rosario. These are sliding everywhere. Ahmed Rosario and the Mets with a nice little relic on the Prestige card set. That is numbered to 99. You got a couple of pinstripes. So that is good. And, oh, you're working on, okay, we've got some more. Oh, James, I didn't even see you in there earlier. Hi, James. We're working on some Mojo for Baltimore for Buckeye. And Gary is cool with us rolling on through things. And Dale is looking for some reds. This is Illusions. We're going to find a bunch of Illusions. Studio, of course. Score. Don Russ Baseball, which are our rated rookies, and Classics. Then there's Crusade and Select, which is what this is going to be for Chris Bryant. That one is a refractor. Some of our Select may refract and some of them may not. Ditto with Crusades. Ken Griffey Jr. on Spectra. We're going to find lots of Spectra as we go through. This one is numbered to 25, so a little bit lower numbered than some of the other Spectra that we might find. Illusions, I think all of those basically refract. And this is a Score numbered to, whatever those are numbered to, 299. All right, so that gives you kind of an idea. Whoops, there's Prism, sorry. Prism Wave Goldschmidt to 199. So that gives you an idea of the card sets and things that we're going to find and kind of what you're looking for. If you want to see something a second time, or you find that I'm going faster than you like once we get rolling here, then let me know and I can always adjust it. Molina, this is on a Spectra base, and all of the Spectra base will refract, or i.e. be prisms. Okay, so I mean, Topps calls those cards refractors. Panini calls them prisms. Limited, that one is to 199. Just another card set we're going to find. Classics and the rest, we know the story. Caleb Smith on a rated rookie from Optic that was numbered to 299. I had to set him down anyway because Paul Blackburn was coming. And Paul Blackburn is to 199. That card set is Panini Baseball. So whenever you see that little P down there in the corner, that's what that means. Panini Baseball. Studio card set on that. Rookies and Stars. So I was not kidding when I told you guys there's lots of parallels. Like almost every card in here is a parallel of some sort. Harrison Bader and the St. Louis Cardinals with relic and autograph on Spectra, which I will admit I like a lot. Like, I always get happy when we pull the Spectra hits. They're some of my favorite ones. Because you don't, just get them all the time. There's a Crusade Refractor. Especially we're not used to getting them for baseball. Here's a Prism autograph for Vieira and the White Sox. And there's a Shohei in Studio and Urena in Illusions. And also I've noticed as I have been sorting this stuff that all of our big time rookies hit in a lot of the different parallels. So that's kind of nice too. Sometimes card sets, you know, will have all these different parallels, but you don't hit your good rookies in them. But in here, I found that there were lots of Acunas and Juan Sotos and Ozzie and Shohei, and a lot of them coming out on the various card sets with some regularity. So I think that adds a little appeal to it as well. But I definitely, I'm a fan of the revamped version of this for sure. I mean, I've talked about it before. It has more of all the stuff I liked last year, and the base cards look 1,000% better. Those base cards last year, like, I don't know who designed those, but I think they must have been in some kind of drug-induced state when they did it, because they were just terrible last year. To 25, that is awesome. It's Mejia for the Indians. You have got a fantastic patch there, part of a letter, I would expect. And, of course, that's the scope pattern. It's on a Spectra card set, and I'm a big fan of that hit if you have the Indians tonight. Of course, the other thing I like about this is that we have Juan Soto in it. There's Victor Robles for the Nats, refractor on Select. And this is Jose Rondon to 199 for the White Sox. That is just a Chronicles base card to 199 for Acuna. Here comes Gary Sanchez. That is numbered to, what does that say? 25. It does say 25. Huh. How about that? On Crown Royal for the Relic. I don't see a ton of Crown Royals in here. There is Crusade for J.P. Crawford and the Phillies, and it was numbered, but to 299. Eric Gonzalez, Cleveland Indians. I'll show you the back of this Crusade again because I flipped it over to see the number, and there it is in case you want to see it, but has the pattern on it. And again, usually once we see one that has that kind of pattern, you know when you see it again, it's going to be numbered probably the same or very similarly. Mookie Betts, 199, Select. Walker Buehler to 75 for Spectra, for the Dodgers on Spectra. Number to 49 for the Brewers. Hey, there's Shohei on a Crusade. It's not numbered, but it does refract, so that's a bonus. We always like that. Clint Frazier and the Yankees. Spectra base refractor. So I guess then, since we have Absolute moving to Friday, I don't think we have any Wednesday releases for next week then. So we'll probably just open more of the same, more Chronicles or Origins or stuff like that. I guess we still have Contenders basketball, so we'll work in some of that stuff to take the place of what would have been Absolute on Wednesday. Which really is probably better anyway. Because then you don't have to stress about, do they get it shipped on time? Do we get it on time? I hate when that happens. As you know, sometimes they mess us over pretty good. Oh, and we'll still have Diamond Icons, too. I only got a half case of that, though, guys, of Diamond Icons. Which is just 2 boxes, but that's all, I mean, that's all they gave me this year. It was really difficult to get this year. And as expensive as it is, sometimes you can get more of the really expensive stuff because not everybody wants it or breaks it, but boy, that's not been true this year. Ryan McMahon, that's a Prism refractor. It's not numbered, just a base Prism refractor. Ay, gosh. Andrew Stevenson and the Nationals on Prestige. This stuff all does like to slide around a lot because you've got so many cards with a slick surface trying to sit on top of one another. There is Aussie Albies. That is, where did I miss the number? Ah, it's right there. To 99 on Phoenix. Greg Allen, Spectra for the Indians, numbered to 99 as well. Dominic Smith is going to hit for the Mets. Oh, maybe not. It is a refractor, but I thought it was going to be signed, but it's not. It's just a Phoenix Prism. Matt Barnes for the Boston Red Sox is our hit instead. Panini just fooled me with that last one. They had it all turned around backwards and things. I thought it was going to be our hit. Hey, you know what I got today at the card store? I had to go pick up some supplies. I think you all probably heard me talking about that earlier. I needed some stuff in kind of a quick way. I'm sorry, that Ohtani's also numbered to 299. And they were making a delivery at another store. And it's got a, do you see this down there? I found this when I was sorting some others. A lot of these Chronicles with the chrome have a weird little, I don't know how well you can see it, but right there on this card, it's like a little piece of the paper is starting to peel away, like whatever the silvery coating is. And I found that on several other Chronicles cards like this when I was sorting the last bunch. So just FYI, be aware that that's happening on some of these. Numbered to 99, it's Manny Machado and the Orioles. Zach Granite and the Twins. And who have we here? Jose Ramirez to 199. Spectra Triple Relic for the Indians. So while I was at the card store picking up the supplies today, they had some 2012 Panini Prism Baseball. You know I bought it. I decided what we're going to do with it yet, but I did buy it. Scott Kingery on Phoenix for the Philadelphia Phillies. And then a J.P. Crawford Studio that is numbered to 99. Yep, I sure did buy it. He didn't have a lot. I was surprised he had any. And I said, is it something like you've just gotten in, you know, whatever? Have you had it since 2012? Always had it. Had it since 2012. So, all right. So he had 3 boxes, and I bought them. So, I don't know. Either we're going to open some boxes of 2012 Prism by themselves or in a mix break, or who knows, I might get bored in the middle of the night and open them up myself. But I think that it's pretty unusual to just find products from 2012 sitting around, so I thought it might be fun. Buckeye for fun, I agree. Cleveland has had a lot of hits out so far, but we have got so far to go in this break. I mean, there's a lot of hits in this break, so you don't have anything to worry about yet. We should still hopefully find some goodies for everybody as we go along tonight. And of course, you've also got to remember that it's not just the autographs and relics that can make you money in this product. You get these inserts can make you money as well, depending on their scarcity and their numbering and things. They don't have to necessarily be autographed or otherwise. Numbered to 25, it's Nick Williams. What a nice hit for the Phillies. Fantastic patch. Really nice 3-color patch. Spectra, scope pattern, hard signed auto. Nothing bad about that card. That was an excellent hit. That's to 25. Cody Bellinger on Rookies and Stars. Carlos Correa and the Astros. That is Crown Royal Relic hit. Bobby B, I don't think that we have hit anything Blue Jays of note. Now, I'm sure that we've had some Blue Jays go by, but maybe not anything that's been super crazy. Acuna Select Base Refractor, or Prism, as Panini prefers. Cespedes for the Mets. And onward and upward we go. There's a nice little Torres to 299. Same kind of thing. It's not as severe on this one, but you can kind of see down there on that bottom edge of just a little piece of that paper wants to start coming loose on just that particular card set. It's kind of weird. Manny Machado to 199 Select for the Orioles. Tyler Wade and the Yankees to 99. That's a nice Cornerstones trio of relics and a hard signed autograph. And you know what? Cornerstones seems to me that it is not coming out as much as the other inserts. Both as a signature, they're not coming out as much, and even as their base card inserts, which is what this is. And it's numbered to 99. So Cornerstones is one that maybe has a little scarcity to it in relation to the others. Rizzo to 299 Prism Refractor with, I'm not sure what pattern that was on there. Here's Anthony Santander on Prestige for the Orioles. Buckeye. You said Acuna Matata. I'm surprised. I haven't heard somebody say that before. That's to 199 Chris Bryant. And that is an Alex Verdugo Crusade that is also a refractor. We have a nice little Prism Nolan Arenado to what? 25 for the Rockies. Hey, Bobby B, what else is coming out Friday? Do you remember? Because there was something coming Friday, even when we had Absolute still coming on Wednesday. There was a second release on Friday. And I cannot remember what it was. Do you happen to remember by chance? Because whatever it is, obviously, it's going to now share the date with Absolute. But I just can't think what it was or is. You know what else we could do? We might break some of that 2011 Crown Royal since we don't have Absolute coming on Wednesday. Maybe. Got some cases of that. When we broke it before, I broke it in half case. I might break it whole case this time. So that was numbered to 199. It was Bellinger for the Dodgers. Juan Soto to 299 on Select. Behind Juan Soto, we have Joey Lucchesi on Illusions for the Padres. That Shohei is numbered to 99, Prestige. Lucas Sims and the Braves to 25. Those are nice patches. Those are really nice patches. I mean, Lucas Sims has been traded to the Reds, so if you have the Braves, I know you'd rather that maybe be Acuna or Ozzie Albies, but regardless of the player, that's three really quite nice patches there. One of them looks like it's part of the Tomahawk even, so pretty cool little roundup there. There's a nice Devers Crusade Refractor, not numbered, doesn't appear to be. And it's Robbie Ray for the Diamondbacks. That's on the Chronicles card set. And is that the first one we've pulled tonight on a Chronicles card set? Maybe. A rated rookie Shohei numbered to 99, Angels. Jack Flaherty numbered to 99 for the Cardinals. Chance Cisco. Chance is numbered to 99. Here's a Shohei Crusade Wave numbered to 199. Kyle Farmer and the Dodgers. Spectra base refractor. Oh, there it is, baby. Oh, yeah, that is nice. What is this number to? Where's our number? It's to 99. The last Shohei we pulled out was on Spectra. This on Cornerstones. Again, I just don't think there are as many of anything on Cornerstones. So if you happen to have the Angels tonight, I think I just made you pretty happy with that. That is a hard-signed autograph, quad relics, Cornerstones to 99, and you just made your money, Angels. You just made your investment back right there. Probably plus quite a bit, little bonus, too. Yeah, Bryce, that one was pretty, wasn't it? Or as Bryce says, purdy. At least that's what he typed. I don't know what he would say, but that's what he typed. Glenn, that must be your card. Usually when I see lots of exclamation points in chat, then that means it's your card. You said you've been chasing Ohtani for a while. See, you should have been over here with me, man. We've been hitting Ohtani fairly regularly. Out of Chronicles. I mean, and then we hit him, of course, out of that Bowman. That's the best card ever that I've pulled in my life. We pulled the out of Bowman. Do you remember the Ohtani autograph that he signed in Japanese? And the one that they showed in the marketing materials? The only one that we know of that he signed in Japanese? We pulled that out of Bowman. That was the start of a nice little Ohtani run where we pulled him in a few other things as well, but we certainly have had good luck with him in Chronicles. That is numbered to 199. That was on Phoenix. For the Dodgers, we have DJ Peters. That's Panini baseball card set. Well, I'm glad that we could help you out with that. It always makes me happy when somebody's been chasing something and I can help you find it. That was Dustin Fowler on Spectra, and this is Gary Sanchez. Bryce Harper, Crusade Wave, numbered to 199 for the Nationals. And a little Spectra here to 75 for J.P. Crawford. Back to business. All right, so again, guys, these ones that are lower numbered but not super low numbered, I'm just going to let you look at them and not necessarily call every single one of those out. To 99, Lucas Sims and the Atlanta Braves. Nice little Austin Hayes. Ugh, that pile is makes me crazy because they want to spin just the different card sets running on top of one another. And they want to spin around. Brandon Woodruff, Illusions, Brewers. Another Shohei on Crusade, but that one was just a base. Here comes a Shohei Relic on Prestige, numbered to 49. Gary, you said Lucas Sims is a bum. That's probably why they traded him to the Reds, right? Yeah, I don't know. I think he, well, I know he hadn't really lived up to anyone's expectations, but who knows? Maybe he'll get it in gear somewhere along the way. Dale said, you're not hearing any Reds yet. I know, man. I'm trying. I tell you who we've been pulling out of here the most for the Reds has been Tucker Barnhart, which is not a guy that you pull really super often for the Reds. But I know I've pulled him once out of Chronicles, and I may have pulled him out of 2 different cases. Definitely once, maybe twice. Buckeye for fun, you're heading out for tonight. I will try to keep the mojo going for the Orioles, my friend. And we'll try to see if we can't come up with some more hits for you. Okay, we have got Corey Seager. That's on kind of a cracked ice type thing, which sometimes Panini suddenly calls something else now too, crystals. But anyway, that one was to 149. This is Chris Flexen on Illusions for the Mets. Some more Shohei base. Here's Ian Happ for the Cubbies. And Ian is a relic numbered to 99 on Crown Royal card set. That is to 199. Aaron Judge Phoenix Refractor. And then we have Jorge for the Minnesota Twins, which almost every time I pull him, he's on this card set, the Crusade card set. So that maybe that's his only card set in here. I don't know. But that's mostly where we seem to pull him, is on that Crusade insert, or at least where I do anyway. Refractor, Ozzie Albies Crusade. And be aware, some of these do have a tendency to kind of bow up a little bit when they come out of the compression of the pack. Those that have the refractive coating on it, I'm sure many of you are familiar that happens, and it's definitely happening in Chronicles. Oh, Buckeye for fun, he left just like a minute too early, didn't he? Because here's a playoff ticket out of Contenders Baseball for Austin Hayes, numbered to 25 for the Baltimore Orioles. He took off like just a pack too soon, didn't he? That's always the way. Dominic Smith on Phoenix card set. I'm like, what is that? I blanked out there for a minute. Brandon Woodruff for the Brewers on the Spectra base. So when we finish this box that's coming out of the wrappers right now, we will be at our halfway point. For anyone who cares about that sort of thing, some people do, some people don't, but usually on a big case that has lots of boxes, and I try to remember to note it when we hit it, but sometimes I forget. Dominic Smith on Phoenix, numbered to 299. Francisco Mejia Spectra base refractor. Dale says, hey, maybe if I leave, the Reds will come out. That's an Acuna Crusade. I forgot that pattern name that you see on there. And it is numbered to 299. So in tops, I mean, that would basically be called an X-Fractor, but that's not what they call it with Panini, and I don't remember what they call it with Panini. So you saw a points card come by, and that means one of our hits was replaced with this Panini Rewards point card. I'm putting it in a sleeve so I can write on that later. We're going to set it aside. I'll use random.org to give it out at the end of the break. Brian Anderson to 199 Spectra triple relic for the Marlins. I'm just going to move our little stacks around there so that I've got a little more space to stack other things in. Colorado Rockies with Ryan McMahon to 149. Chad Pender is coming up for the Oakland A's. Numbered to, what does that say? Numbered to 99 for Gleyber Torres. And there's a Gleyber Torres Crusade, numbered to 149. Here comes another Spectra. That should be to 75 for the Brewers with Ryan Braun. Well, he's been the man of the hour lately, hasn't he? David Bodie for the Cubbies. And that is, of course, season ticket on Contenders Baseball. That guy's really been slugging. I mean, he came in for Chris Bryant got injured, and I remember like the first night he hit the walk-off grand slam, maybe it was. It was either a walk-off homer or walk-off grand slam, and I want to say grand slam. And somebody in chat was telling me the score, and they couldn't figure out who it was. They're like, and they said, you know, like, I don't know, it was Schwarber or something. And it's like, no, it wasn't Schwarber, it was somebody else. And he's like, wait, I don't know who it is. And had to wait for the announcer to say that it was David Bodie. And we're all like, who, what? Yeah, well, he's made his mark since then. I don't think any of us, we don't say who, what, then, now, do we? So now we know who it is. Dale, you're going in late tonight because you had 2 hours of OT. Good grief, did they not let you get off work till 2 o'clock this afternoon then? Because aren't you on midnight to noon? Am I wrong about that? You're midnight to noon right now, right? And so that would mean that they just, I mean, how can, that's like, did they work you 14 hours? That's just crazy. I hope that they give you, like, triple time or something. That's, and then they don't, and are they not even then going to let you earn OT? They're going to tell you to come in late to offset your hours. I hate when people do stuff like that. If they're going to make you work that much, they need to be paying you for it. Ahmed Rosario, that's on Contenders Optic. It is numbered to 299, and that one is one of the ones that's really, those are really, have some curvature to them. They're bowed up pretty good. Josh Bell, Spectra Base. And there's a nice Victor Robles, again, on the Prism with cracked ice or whatever we're going to call it. Andrew Stevenson for the Nats on Crusade. I mean, truly, it's the cracked ice pattern. But what I have noticed is if Panini isn't, most of the time cracked ice, you know, is numbered to 24 or 25. So I have noticed lately when we see that pattern and it is numbered higher than that, that in the marketing materials, Panini all of a sudden calls it crystals. But it's like the exact same pattern as cracked ice, or it appears to be. Alex Verdugo to 99 for the Dodgers on Spectra. It's nice hard signed autograph. And your relic. And I like that kid. I think he's going to be good. So I like that hit for you if you have the Dodgers. And we've got another hit for the Dodgers to 49. It's Walker Buehler, Spectra, triple relic. Nolan Arenado, numbered to 149 on Select. Behind that, we have Mitch Garver coming out for the Minnesota Twins on Phoenix. Daryl needs some Houston Astros. So we need to work on a little mojo for the Astros too. To 299 on Select. Urena is out, numbered to 49 on Spectra for the Blue Jays. That is the scope pattern. I'm going to once again rearrange this. I can't quite get these the way I want them tonight because there's so many hits I've got, and still so many boxes left on the table. I got to kind of get them in a way that, I don't know, makes me feel better about it. I'm doing a little feng shui on the table. Well, at least they pay you decent overtime. So $65 an hour is not too shabby for overtime. So I guess I would be a little more okay with it if I had 2 hours of OT if they gave me 65 bucks an hour. That part would be better. But still, on those long shifts, you know, you just want to go home, I imagine. But I guess sometimes if they come in late, you don't have much choice. You can't leave till the next man gets there, I guess. And here is Select Shohei number 2, 299. Tyler Wade for the Yankees. That's to 199. Season ticket contenders. Kyle Farmer, rated rookie to 149 for the Dodgers. Paul Blackburn. And that was, of course, a Spectra base. There's a nice little Acuna Crusade Prism refractor. Jimmy Sherfy and the D-backs on Prestige. Ohtani on Score. There's an Austin Hayes rated rookie. This is going to be numbered. This Crusade is. And that is Rafael Devers. It is low numbered as well to 25 for the Red Sox. They have to run you off when you're on when you're on overtime. Hey, that's a good game plan. I like that plan too. At 65 bucks an hour, yeah, okay. I could see hanging around a bit for that, for sure. This is Andahar to 199 for the Yankees. And Kitty just had some kind of a little chasey kind of something happening downstairs with either the kitten or the sibling. I don't know. I hear all kinds of something going on down there. Oh, there's another nice Shohei Ohtani. Those are 3 excellent patches, as a matter of fact, on the Spectra card set. And it is numbered to 49. So the Angels continuing to have a nice run here with Ohtani tonight. Brian Anderson, that's for the Marlins. It's on Panini Baseball's card set. And excuse me for 1 second, but I have to see what they're doing down there because something does not sound like it is good or right. So give me 1 second. Okay, it looks like they just knocked over some empty boxes that I had unpacked downstairs and left the empty boxes down there, and I guess they must have been in full-on chase mode or something and managed to crash into them and knock things over. Tell you what, they are crazy. And the one just doesn't like the kitten. You know, I had the siblings before that, the male and female siblings, and they were really fine. But ever since that kitten came along, boy, oh boy, that girl does not like that kitten. So every once in a while, she just gets it in her mind that she's going to kill him. And she tries really hard. I mean, if she could catch him, I mean, he's small. He can get in spaces she can't get into. But if he couldn't, she'd probably already have him killed. She does not like him. I don't really know why, but she definitely does not. So that's the Phillies Contenders Optic. A Spectra Ohtani, that is to 75. Angels still rolling along tonight pretty well. There is a nice Rhys Hoskins on Contenders Optic, numbered to 149. Walker Buehler to 99. Nice hit for the Dodgers. Spectra. Brian Anderson and the Marlins on Phoenix. A rated rookie, Francisco Mejia for the Indians. That's out of Donruss. It's a press proof. It's numbered to 99. And guys, a lot of this other stuff will be put into sleeves as well. Just by the way, I know you see me doing some as we're in the break and other things I'm not doing while we're live in the break, but there will be a lot more of it that I'll take care of after the break, just in the essence of time. I don't put them all in as we go along. Dylan Peters for the Marlins. But most of our stuff that's going to be numbered 49 or lower will be put in a sleeve before it goes out. And of course, obviously, anything that's a hit not only is going to be in a sleeve, it'll be in a top loader and everything as well. Reese Hoskins to 199. Spectra, Phillies, triple relic, one pinstripe. They could have they were a little stingy on their relic there, but Panini could have given us a little more love on that one, I think. There's an Ohtani Phoenix refractor. It's unnumbered. Behind it is Caratini for the Cubbies. And that is Spectra base. Sorry, guys, 1 second. I still am hearing, I don't know what down here. Okay, I don't know what they're doing. I think now they're just chasing each other, having some kind of like Hunger Games death match down there. So I may go down and have one less cat. Instead of having 3, we may have 2 by the end of the night. I don't know. Crazy things. Oh, well, I guess they've got to do something to keep themselves occupied, right? Okay, let's see what we've got in this little pile. It is a Crusade Mike Trout for the Angels. Robbie Ray once again. This is a nice one. I haven't seen this before. It's numbered to 25. That is definitely cracked ice. It's on the Chronicles card set. It's for the Diamondbacks. And, you know, we've kind of got a little bit of the same thing, not to the same extreme, but I can see the foil on the edges there is just really itching to kind of pop up on it. So I don't know what in the world their deal is with the foil on the cards just from the Chronicles base set. I don't know. It's weird. A little bit. Dale says it's just a woman thing. That's why the girl cat doesn't like the kitten. I believe, Dale, that, you know, that might be just a hair sexist. This is to 49. Rafael Devers in the Red Sox. But yet, I'm not going to entirely disagree with you either. Yeah, she has more issues for sure than the boys do. She gets herself in a little, worked up into a little state sometimes, whereas the boys are just kind of like, whatever. Alex Gordon, that was for Kansas City. Because, I mean, the kitten will irritate the boy cat of the siblings, the older siblings. Like, the kitten will jump on him and irritate him and stuff, too. But he doesn't, like, try to kill him or go crazy or whatever. He just, like, smacks him and walks away. But she kind of decides she's going to hold a grudge. And then later, when he's not expecting it, this is for the Mets, it's Familia. Like, she won't do it when he's actively doing something to her, right? She'll just get irritated and she might hiss at him or whatever and she'll walk away. But then what happens is she kind of files it away in her head or something. It will be later that day or even the next day. He'll just be like kicked back, sleeping or something, and she'll all of a sudden go into attack mode and try to kill him. This is to 199, Anthony Santander and the Orioles. So he's confused. He has no idea what's happening most of the time. This is Christian Walker. It's the Diamondbacks on the Phoenix card set. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe, as you say, maybe it is a woman thing. I don't know. Rhys Hoskins on Phoenix. Rhys Hoskins on Spectra. And Glenn, you're out of here. Well, you have already had some nice hits on the Angels, my friend. I hope that we can find a few more for you in these last 4 boxes. But even if we don't, I think we've got some nice things headed your way. So you're heading out for the night. I appreciate you joining the break, Glenn. And I will, we'll keep working the mojo for you. Well, at least whatever happened down there is settled down now. So either one of them's dead or he's gotten in a place where she can't get him. So I don't know which. Hard to say. I don't know how many of you follow tennis, but of course the U.S. Open started this week, and both Venus and Serena played again today. They each won their matches, and now they're going to have to play each other on Friday. So usually if Venus and Serena meet, you know, it's not till way late in the tournament. But that is not the way they're doing it this year. They have it set up where they're meeting in the 3rd round. I guess because they both have been, you know, Serena's coming back from having had the baby, and Venus just, you know, Venus is 38 or something, so I guess they've lost a step, and they don't make them wait until the finals anymore. That's to $2.99. It's Ohtani. They used to keep them, you know, in separate brackets and things, and just assume that they would meet in the semifinals or the finals, but they're going to throw them to the Wolves in the 3rd round on Friday this time, but I think it's going to be a pretty good match. I'm kind of excited about it. Austin Davis and the Orioles, that's to $199. Randy, there is a lot of Ohtani in here. I mean, there's always a lot of Ohtani parallels and things, but we've hit a couple of really nice relics and autograph hits. Well, one autograph and a couple of relics to 99. That was Justin Bauer. Or I guess maybe it was, well, the one relic was a triple relic, not autographed, and the autograph had a relic with it as well. And I don't remember if there was a 3rd one or not. Felix Jorge for the Twins. Panini Baseball. But yes, I was just, you know, I also call out a lot more of the Ohtani, or I was, because I know that Glenn is here looking for Ohtani. So kind of, you know, if you guys say, hey, I'm here looking for whatever, I'm going to be more likely to call out the parallels and things than if you're not. So, you know, I might otherwise, I mean, it's Ohtani, so I would still call out some of them, but I might not call out everyone. Austin Hayes for the Orioles on Spectra. So sometimes that, too, can make it seem like there's a lot because, you know, like somebody's looking for it. Francisco Mejia, that is numbered to 99. That is on Cornerstones for the Indians. But honestly, I was a little bit surprised when we did pull the low-numbered relic out for him after we had already pulled the autograph, because a lot of times it seems like if you pull one big hit for a player, a hot player, out of a product, you won't pull another, like, big hit. And granted, the second one wasn't autographed, but it was still really nice triple relics and low numbers, so. Randy says, all right, start calling out the Juan Sotos. But you want the autograph in particular. I know, we hit it the other night. I mean, he's definitely in here, and he's got a fair number of possibilities as parallels as well. Acuna had a lot of, I'm just thinking about when I sorted what I would, the patterns I noticed. There was a ton of Yankees, lots of Yankees of Andahar, Torres, and Frazier, and all kinds of different card sets. There was lots of Ozzie and Acuna. There was a lot of Ohtani. There was a pretty good amount of Juan Soto, pretty good amount of Rafael Devers. Trying to think who else I saw in, like, there were lots of Dodgers of various sorts. There's a Max Scherzer, Phoenix to 299. Josh Donaldson for the Blue Jays on Spectra. So there's definitely Juan Soto in here for sure. And you're probably going to have lots of parallels for him as well. Gary says not a lot of Lucas Bum Sims tonight. Not a whole lot, no. Numbered to 49 for the Mariners, it is Ken Griffey Jr. on a handsome Spectra card there. And see, there's another one to 199. Acuna on Select as a refractor. Here comes Lucchesi again. That is again for the Padres. I think we pulled out one of these already on the Illusions card set, which I like. I don't know what happened there. Those guys, I must have left them sitting down there on the table. Austin Hayes for the Orioles. And here is Lane Adams for the Cubbies. Panini Baseball card set. Torres to 199. Here is Jorge again. Wait a minute. What was that number? 249. Now those relics, what part of the uniform is that on for the Twins? I can't even think where there'd be that much. Oh, I guess, well, yeah, I mean, I guess they do have a lot of red, I guess, in certain places on their uniforms, but I would have expected that to be, I mean, those are nice relics for sure. I just somehow expected them to be different color combinations. I'm trying to think what part of the uniform they've come off of. But anyway, that is for the Twins, and it's got a little bit of an imperfect corner down here in the bottom right. I didn't really see it when I looked at the card first, but I felt it when I was putting it in the sleeve. I felt that the edge was not quite perfect. Here comes Ohtani to, oh my God, Ohtani to 49. Oh man. So what did I say about usually there's not another big booming one? Wow, Glenn is going to be over the moon when he sees this. Dang, that is incredible. I mean, for all the complaining I do about cases that aren't randomized well, you'd have to say that maybe this isn't the greatest job of randomizing, but man alive, was that nice. So I was expecting to flip that over and have that be a relic, okay? Because we had already hit the autograph on Cornerstones. No way did I think I was going to flip that and find another autograph numbered to 49. Wow. Wow. Man alive. And you just know that he's going to flip out, Glenn is, when he sees that he's got a second one coming. Yeah, I think the Angels went tonight maybe a little bit less even than I think what they brought in some of the earlier breaks, but about the same range. I mean, maybe within $10 or $15. I think it was around 300 maybe. But I would have to look. I don't know that for sure. But I do think they were a hair less than they had been in a couple of the other breaks. I don't know, though. Oh, Randy said they went for 275. Okay. See, I thought they went closer to 3. So then, yeah, they were down. They were less tonight for sure than they have been in the other ones. And well, then he had his money's worth on the first one with the Cornerstones. Now you pull that nice Spectra to 49. I mean, That's just wow. There's Mookie Betts on select. Buster Posey for the Giants. I really, yeah, I was expecting that to be a relic. I was shocked when it was autographed as well. To 299, there's Torres in select. Gohara. There's one we haven't pulled yet for the Braves. So the Braves getting in on the action here in the next to last box. Although I think you did have somebody earlier maybe, but now you have Gohara to go alongside anyway. Well, Dale, we don't want you to get skunked, all right? So we got to make sure that doesn't happen. Ryan McMahon and the Rockies. Alex Verdugo again for the Dodgers. So we have to try to collectively work our mojo and help Dale out here and see if we can't find you something. Mike Trout, numbered to 199. Colorado Rockies hit with Marquez. Gary says, Gohara or go home. Oh, you did have a Lucas Sims relic. I thought you did earlier. Of course, you called him Lucas Bum Sims, but but yes, I know what you mean. Texas Rangers, Willie Calhoun is going to be headed your way. That is numbered to 25. It's on cornerstones. That is a very nice 4-color patch because we did manage to eke in a tiny bit of gray just inside that red there. So Willie Calhoun and the Rangers with a nice one coming up close to the end of the break here. All in all, guys, I think we've had a good night. I mean, we had some awesome hits in Origins, like fantastic hits in Origins. We had some fantastic hits in Upper Deck Premier, out of 2007 Upper Deck Premier. I mean, all the way around, we've had good stuff tonight. Yankees hit with Clint Frazier on card, Spectra, autograph, and relic. And we have last box mojo coming, although honestly we've already had so much mojo. I feel kind of guilty calling for more mojo, but yet we're gonna do it anyway. And we're calling for last box mojo to pull out one more little round of fire. We do still have these 2 rewards points cards right there to give away, so that's why I leave those sitting there to remind me to do it. So those will be giving out. We'll give those out using random.org at the end of the break, and then of course we'll recap all of those fine hits up there. But we have to look through this last box first and see what kind of magic we can find in here before we hang it up and call it a night. Well, I made a mess of that. That pack does not want to cooperate. It doesn't want to give up its cards. So we'll just look at them first and see what the pack was trying to hold on to there. That is Stanton for Phoenix. Uh-oh, it was holding on to Juan Soto. Juan Soto to 49, not signed, but still nice. Green Spectra scope pattern for the Nats. That last pack just didn't want to let Juan Soto go. Clint Frazier Crusade. An Aaron Judge Spectra for the Yankees. None of our hits out yet out of this last one. Here comes one. It is Alex Verdugo to 49 on cornerstones for the Dodgers. That is Rhys Hoskins to 99 on limited. Carlos Correa Phoenix. Mitch Garver to 199 for the Minnesota Twins, which means we have got one hit left to locate. You know what, guys? This Carlos Correa is numbered to 10. I didn't notice that on the back before. I think it came to us backside up. And then I just noticed the color combination when I was getting ready to set it down and thought, I wonder what that's numbered to. Well, yeah, it's numbered to 10. So Astros with the Carlos Correa to 10 on the Phoenix card set. Gleyber Torres Mojo Prism numbered 299. Cam Gallagher for the Kansas City Royals is last out, or last hit anyway. We could still have some interesting parallels, but the last of our hits, Chance Sisco, or maybe not, because here's Clint Frazier to 199 for our relic, which I had forgotten that we hadn't pulled yet. We had 3 autographs, but we didn't have our relic yet. Now we do. New York Yankees and Clint Frazier on Spectra to 199. Okay, before we recap, we have these 2 rewards points cards that need to be given out. I'm going to bring you along with me while we go through this process. So basically, I'm just going to copy all of the team names, and then we're going to roll right over to the random.org website where we will paste them all in there. And you know what, guys, whenever I have more than, say, 5, 6, 7 items or so in a list, I just hit random once. If I have, maybe it's probably more than 10. I use random once. If it's under 10, I usually do it 3 times. Anyway, point of the matter is there are 30 teams we're scrolling through so that you can see that they all got pasted in there. I will hit random 1 single time. And at the end of that, when we go to the randomized list, the team in position number 1 and the team in position number 2 will each take home a 150 rewards point card. So good luck, everyone. It is headed to the Angels, who frankly have had an embarrassment of riches tonight, and they're just adding to it. And then the Pirates. So the Angels and Pirates are walking away with rewards points cards tonight. Which I don't remember. I don't think we maybe had any hits for the Pirates, so that's nice. Maybe we did. I mean, I'm sure probably in parallels and things, but I'm talking about autograph and relics, so at least we can get them something that way. So Pirates and Angels each getting 150 rewards point card using random, of course, to determine that. Now for our recap, that is Yankees, the Royals, the Twins, the Dodgers, the Indians, the Nationals with Andrew Stevenson, the A's, the Orioles, the Twins, the Cubbies, Mets, and there's, I forgot about that little relic. There's a Shohei relic numbered to 49, I think that says, on Prestige for the Angels. Brandon Woodruff for the Brewers. Lucas Sims and the Braves. DJ Peters for the Dodgers. That's just really an awesome card. That's Shohei on a Cornerstones card numbered to 99 for the Angels. Robbie Ray and the Diamondbacks. Numbered to 25, another Lucas Sims for the Braves. Lucchesi for the Padres. Santander for the Orioles. Tyler Wade for the Yankees. Carlos Correa, Astros. Clint Frazier for the Yankees. Marquez for the Rockies. Gohara for the Braves. Another Ohtani autograph, amazingly enough, in the same case, a second one. That one numbered to 49. Angels just burned it up tonight. And Lane Adams for the Cubbies. Lucchesi again for the Padres. Austin Hayes for the Orioles. Felix Jorge for the Twins. Christian Walker for the Diamondbacks. Familia for the Mets. Devers, Red Sox. Robbie Ray, D-backs. Rhys Hoskins and the Phillies. Dylan Peters for the Marlins. Brian Anderson for the Marlins. Walker Buehler, Dodgers. Brian Anderson, Marlins. I don't know why I said Marlowe's. Shohei Ohtani for the Angels. Jimmy Sherfy for the Diamondbacks. Tyler Wade and the Yankees. Mitch Garver and the Twins. And for the Dodgers, another Walker Buehler. Dodgers hit lots of Walker Buehler tonight, didn't they? Willie Calhoun and the Rangers. Minnesota Twins. Verdugo and the Dodgers. David Bode and the Cubbies. The Marlins with Anderson. Nick Williams for the Phillies. Scott Kingery for the Phillies. The Indians with Ramirez. Matt Barnes coming out for the Red Sox. Andrew Stevenson again for the Nationals. Eric Gonzalez for the Indians. Gary Sanchez, Yankees. Rondon for the White Sox. Mejia for the Indians. Vieira for the White Sox. Harrison Bader for the Cardinals. Paul Blackburn for the A's. And last but not least, Ahmed Rosario for the Mets. So guys, that is all that we have to break and review tonight, but I will put our spreadsheet information up on the screen one more time for anyone who might have missed it. So that info is coming. We'll also take another look at the extra break, if you will, in case anyone missed that earlier. Dale, you're headed out. Oh no, you said you're going to take your loss out on your guys. Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that, man. I'm sorry we didn't pull your team. A hit for, you had the Reds, right? I'm sorry we didn't get your Reds tonight. I tried, man. I tried. The mojo was just working in a different direction, sadly, tonight. I don't know. Dune, there were probably maybe some San Francisco Giants somewhere in there, I think, right? Probably in parallels or something, because it would be unusual for them not to have anything in there. So, not signatures, I guess. But didn't we pull some signatures out of one of the other cases of Chronicles? First or second break? Oh, man, I don't know. We've opened so much stuff lately. So, oh, yeah, relics or autos, you're correct. Yeah, not tonight, unfortunately. So anybody that's interested in this, it is a random team break for a case of Leaf Greatest Hits football. Those are buyback cards, usually pretty nice, valuable ones that come from Panini or Topps. They're not Leaf cards. They're cards from other manufacturers that Leaf has bought back and put into this product. And some are graded, some are not, but it's always fun to open. So a case, of course, of that is 2 boxes. And I'm adding into that break an autographed Saquon Barkley jersey that will be given out to one of the teams via random at the end of the break. It's $45 a spot. We are a little more than halfway filled right now, barely more than halfway filled. As soon as we get this break filled or close to filled, I'll invoice it. And I'd love to get this out the door pretty soon. You guys are going to love the product when you see it. It's just maybe not everybody's 100% familiar with it. So anyway, if you're interested in a spot in that, give me a shout by way of eBay messages, and we'll get you hooked up. Shipping information, in case someone missed it earlier, it is our paid shipping breaks and our free shipping breaks. I'm projecting all of it to go out tonight on the 4th because there is no mail on Monday for Labor Day. If I can get it out to you sooner than that, I will. Consolation cards, of course, could apply to the free shipping breaks. If so, they're normally going to be held until the next time you have a package. I do track it for 90 days or rolling 90 days. If you want it sent sooner and you were in a free shipping break, drop me a message. I'll put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it, and ship it your way. If you're in the paid shipping break and you happen to get blanked and you didn't pull anything, not a base card, not a single thing, your consolation cards would go out with the rest of the break since it's a paid break. Breaks coming up in the nights ahead. We've got loads of memorabilia. Tomorrow night's going to be a lot of fun. It's a half case of Leaf jerseys and a half case, which is 6 boxes in this instance, of Gold Rush Series 3 autographed mini helmets, which has a lot of our high-profile rookies, by the way. It's a newly done checklist, a revamped checklist. We're also going to open the last case I have of Topps Chrome Jumbo. Friday night finds us with more memorabilia and Diamond Icons baseball. That I can't wait to get into. as well as a half case of Contenders Draft Picks basketball. Saturday, we've got memorabilia in there and a half case of 2011 Prime Signatures and a Topps Chrome Football Mixer. Box from 13, box from 14, and a box from 15. Sunday, the back half of the Mini Helmets case, the back half of the Leaf Autograph Jersey case, and another case of Leaf Chronicles Baseball will be Sunday night. On Monday, we've got memorabilia and a couple of boxes of 2013 Topps Supreme Football and another case of Origins Football. Dune, you asked me the price on that. I'm sorry, man. I probably did not say that. If you're still hanging, it is $45 a spot on that. And again, that's all in. There's no shipping or other costs. We'll break it when it fills. There's a spot for each of the 32 teams. So the way it works is everybody who's in the break at the start of the break, I would use random.org to assign the teams to the various participants. And then that would be your team for the break. Then after the break, I will use random again, and the autographed Saquon Barkley jersey will be awarded to one of the teams. So not only the hits in the case, also the jersey given out during the break. And if you happen to want a spot in it, sure thing, just hit me up. You know what? I was trying to show all that on screen, and I forgot to switch the view. Daggone it. I did that the other night, too. Shoot. I cannot believe I did that. 2 nights in a row I did it. This is what happens to me when it gets late. I just lose my mind. So I'm thinking I showed you all this. I didn't show you any of this. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Okay, well, there it is. Now you can see it. Although I thought everybody could see it a minute ago. Now you can't see it because I hit the wrong button. It is getting late for sure, and I am losing my mind. Anyway, there it was again. Sorry about that, Dune. Thank you for giving me the heads up. I can't believe I did that 2 nights in a row. And yeah, so you probably want to see like all of this again, right? Because I didn't manage quite to get it up there. Silly me. What am I going to do with myself? I don't know. But there it is. Everything we were just talking about. Now you can see it completely after the fact. So, but I don't know. It's like a Monty Python sketch. I don't know what I've got going on. But I think we really have now, hopefully, seen it all tonight. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll be back at it tomorrow night. If I don't see you then, I hope I see you again soon. Until next time, take care now. Bye-bye.